A fairly pleasant afternoon for us around southern West Virginia. We have seen some nice conditions, and after a bit of a breeze earlier on this morning into this afternoon, things have begun to calm down just a shade. Here's what's happening right now. Route 219 in Lewisburg, looking back into the town across I-64. Pretty good out there. Traffic, of course, is fairly thick this hour and 75 degrees in Lewisburg. So you probably have the air conditioner on if you're in your car, especially if you're in a kind of car that tends to attract the heat, like a darker type color, like a dark blue or a black. 74 currently in Union, 69 in Marlton, 71 in Summersville. The two northernmost locations are the two coolest locations, not surprisingly. Pineville's the warm spot at 80. That's also not much of a surprise. 75 in Pipestem, 73 in Beckley and Oak Hill, and 74 in Bluefield. The winds, we talked about how gusty they were earlier today. Now the gusts are still decent, but not necessarily as high as they were a few hours ago. Out of the west at 15 at Oak Hill and also at Beckley, out of the northwest at 13 at Bluefield. And that's general direction and speed that we're seeing the gusts at this point all around the region. Current humidity is sitting in the 40 and 50% neighborhood, except further off to the north where there are a few showers still lingering with that front making its way through the region. 56% in Summersville, 60% in Marlton. Otherwise, it's in the 40 and 45% neighborhood instead. As we look at our Doppler radar around the region, we see those showers making their way through. And this is it right here, pretty much the main game in town. All of the heaviest showers are off in northern portions of West Virginia, if you want to call them heavy, because even though there were some stronger showers earlier on, they've begun to fade too as they pushed off to the southeast. So back in we go to the regional view. The Futurecast shows us those showers and did a pretty nice job of picking them up as we go through this afternoon. Over the next couple of days, we're pretty much high dry. Just a few clouds mixed in with some, maybe a bit of a breeze here and there. But overall, the temperatures are going to be rising until we get to later on in this week and into the weekend. That's when we begin to pick up a chance for some rain. This is the Futurecast Friday, 6 o'clock. I think this is a bit overdone and maybe a little bit early, but we are going to see chances for showers and storms as we go through our night and into our day on Saturday. Lows tonight, according to the graph model, one of the models that we look at, one of the high resolution models, calling for things to generally be in the mid to upper 50s. There will be some lower to middle 50s as well up towards Snowshoe and the Greenbrier Valley, where it'll be slightly cooler. Temperatures in the southern portion of the region from Beckley southward to Bluefield, sitting in the lower to middle 50s as well. So as you look at your forecast then for the aches and pains, it's pretty much steady state. Smiley faces just about across the board as the aches and pains brought to you by ARH, showing us that we have a decent trend in terms of the pressure. It's not going to necessarily go down or go up or any of that stuff. We're going to see pressure stay pretty much steady state. As we look at our 7-day forecast, temperatures are going to be rising up into the mid to upper 80s. 85 and 86, that'll be the high on Thursday and Friday. And we'll see temperatures drop back a bit with that next system that comes towards us. It pretty much stalls over the Ohio Valley up front does, and that will give us pretty good chances for rain, Caleb. In fact, it could be a fairly stormy day on Monday. Right now, we're not expecting severe weather, but it's something that, as always, we will track for you here at the WAY Storm Watch.
Perfect. Well, thank you, Jay. Well, it's a little far off. We don't got to worry about it just yet.
That's right.
And I'll tell you what, I'm about to make myself sound totally domesticated, which I am, but looking at the weather forecast, I'm excited because I bought a brand new electric weed eater today, and I can't wait to go out and try it, and there's nothing stopping me for the rest of the week.
There you go. And certainly not until at least late Friday into Saturday.
So thank you for the great forecast, Jay.
Appreciate that.
Stay with us after the break. We've got your Wellness Watch coming up, and then a look at sports with Kayvon Azami. Stay tuned.